Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 1 Lorethrough episode 53. We have just entered the lair of the bad guys, you know, all proper and shit. We're gonna just get rid of these for a bit, and considering our swords are ridiculous, and our outfit is ridiculous, and our talents are ridiculous, they don't really pose any form of threat, which, great, that's great. Real quick also, yeah. I went ahead and picked up the Moonblade and went back and did that, so you know what it is. The Moonblade and the Mahakam Runes to Hill, which is, you know, Kvalkir, technically speaking, are just the most powerful swords in the game, so, and I'm gonna go and transfer those over to The Witcher 2. They are not really great in The Witcher 2 for a very long time, but it's nice to have them, I guess, especially considering the start of The Witcher 1, which I shan't spoil. But yeah, 100% damage, 100% damage. It's pretty good. Another thing, and this is not something that you see on here, but the fact that they called this sword the Gvalkir at one point. I don't remember which one of them calls it that. I think it's actually the dentist who does that. He calls it Gvalkir, and I've always wondered, and this is not something that is obviously set in stone, but the fact that Gvalka it means falcon or falca in Elder speech. I always thought maybe Kvalkir means something in the same vein, like it's also named after something either falcon related or just bird of prey related. I always thought that was interesting, and if you're wondering where Kvalka comes from, Ciri actually calls herself that. When she joins the rats, they ask her, okay, what do you want to be called, because she doesn't really want to tell them who she is for real, and she says, my name's Kvalka, and then Spark, which is an elf, who's also in the group, yells out, oh, you mean Falca, that's a good name, that's a great name. So yeah, I don't know if that's related, but it's a nice little bit of trivia. Also, we're gonna take a nice little cat potion here, because we can't see a thing. Hello, friends! I don't really want to kill you, you're just kind of in my way, and also I'm using group style, I don't know. Showing off, I guess. And I can't even just run past them because they're so in the way. I'd rather actually group style everyone and just run past. I'm not really gonna bother looting much of anything anymore because this is basically the end of the game. Like, we are so ridiculously close. Yeah, we do want to go there. Let me just check everything for you, just so you know that there is other stuff here. There's a door here. We can't open that yet. Damn you. Actually, if I'm correct, then that also leads to where we need to be, so we might want to check the other side first. Oh no, wait, we're gonna ignore you. Well, I guess I'll kill you. He's already here, I'm probably gonna have to kill him anyway. Also, for some reason, the hounds are more powerful than the greater brothers. Well, not the greater brothers, you haven't seen those yet. I mean, like the big mutants. Might also just be from both sides. Okay. Yeah, you're sleeping. No, continue sleeping. Okay, yeah, so it's both. Okay. I just wanted to check for you. I gotta make sure you don't miss anything, you know? It's important. No, Geralt, those are mushrooms. You don't care about those. You know what you're doing here? I'm gonna beat you with this not silver sword. No, that's pointless. I'm gonna just regularly attack you, and there's also just a regular guy in the middle of it. I guess he wanted to be a part of something. And now he's just staring at it. He's like, oh no, they are dying. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess he also wanted to punch them in the face. Monsters, man. Don't know what to do with them. Anyway, yeah, let's go through this door. This should not... Oh, no, totally is. Yeah, so this, I believe, is where you go if you start with Triss. This is the neutral path's entrance, because in the neutral path, I haven't told you this yet, but in the neutral path, obviously it's not Yavin who comes to help you, it's Triss, and Triss stands guard at the entrance of the crypt, which is just upstairs. You don't have to go downstairs for it all the way, and you enter here instead. And she gives you a little speech about how she can handle herself when Geralt's all worried that she might get killed by monsters, which is, honestly, that's fair. That's fair to be scared of. But hey. This is where you end up. Don't know why I'm clearing it, to be honest, because there's really no point. Geralt, I don't know why we're here. There, now you've seen everything. I'm sure you were just dying to see the mausoleum. And then we're going to go in a circle. Yeah, and you go straight to the catacombs. Or, well, the laboratory as well from here. Well, we aren't. But you would. Okay. Now you can trip back to the laboratory. And then I believe it's just a straight line to the exit. Where Azar keeps throwing things at you, hoping that you'll die. And then you don't. And he's sad and he cries about it. And then we have a special surprise by the end. It's great. Not Azar though, he sucks. He's really bad at fighting.
Rella always admired you. Shame. You might have made a good couple.
This farce is over.
As you wish. Behold my Koschei, the perfect killer.
Yeah, so the Koschei actually comes around in the something road. Well, it's basically a side story. It's not in the books. Oh, what's it called again? Road of No Beginning or something? I don't know. Anyway, it's a story about Geralt's father, presumably, and his mother. And I'm kind of talking and not really looking at him. Sorry, Koschei. And in that story, they fight a gigantic Koschei. So this creature, but gigantic. They super enlarged him using Alzur's double cross, I think. So they made a giant Koschei with that. And then his father and his mother have to deal with that. But that is not considered canon by Sapkowski. I do consider it in my personal canon, so that's why I'm telling you about it. But technically speaking, it's not canon. But that's also the only place where you really get to see a Koschei in the spotlights, so to speak. And he's pretty terrifying, not gonna lie. No, we don't really want to see the other side. There is nothing there anyway. Does no one want to try and stop me anymore? It's gonna let your boss die. I'm gonna pull you all over this way, because I can. Come on. Group style it out. This is probably the most exciting trash you'll ever fight. That's a lie. It is not. But at least you get to see Geralt twirl. That's worth something too. Open the door, Geralt. Enough of this farce. Fedrai, Enlay, etc. Go on, speak to me. Give me your speech.
How irritating. You just cut up my Koschei, the result of much labor. Now to resolve this matter through more traditional means.
I can't wait.
My, how threatening that sounded. I warned you, pissing up wind leads to disaster.
You talk too much. Scared?
This time you pissed in a tornado. Kill him.
Yeah, okay, so the two pissing lines are a direct reference to Vilgefortz, which I'm sure he admires greatly, but I'm sorry, my dude, you're just not as strong as Vilgefortz. You never will be, because otherwise you would have already killed me ages ago by just looking at me. But no. Yeah, anyway, these are the Greater Brothers. They are the more advanced mutants that they've created. They're still not very strong, but that's mostly because it's easy mode. Say the dragon skeleton up there.
Your turn, Javed.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself. Before I kill you, you must know, a heavily armed unit will kill all wounded in the hospital and make that red-headed bitch watch. After they rape her, she will wish to die, but it will be far too late. We'll give her mutagens and see what happens. What say you, Witcher? Still the indifferent tough guy?
You're bluffing. You send assassins after me, conjure up beautiful words, threaten to kill me. But you're scared to death and simply postponing the inevitable.
Azar Bintala.
Berengar?
I was afraid I'd be late. Can you use a hand?
For a second there I wasn't sure if... I'm surprised to see you.
I needed to think.
coward, you know the punishment you face. You can evade it by slaying Geralt of Rivia. You may earn my mercy.
Your threats don't impress me anymore. Prepare, sorcerer. I've come here for you.
Okay, so Berengar actually dies in a
We'll
second.
meet again, White Wolf.
Berengar made his decision. He knew where Javed was hiding. He also knew I'd find the sorcerer sooner or later. He knew that facing Javed alone was suicide for either of us.
See, that's funny because it's not. But yeah, he dies in literally seconds. I'm gonna let him die first, so I can show you a thing. Yeah, okay, there, so he just dies immediately. Let me take a potion real quick. He's so annoying to fight, honestly. Mostly just because of this, but... He also can't really kill me. Aha, I can do that too, Azar. Let's both get up and stop this farce. Now I can slap you in the face a few times. Multiple times. Until death follows, mostly. Oh, Jinzi, why do you invest so much into pain reduction? Because of this. Because of this. Slap you in the face again. And he's dead. Okay, so I wanted Berengar to die first, which is why I didn't attack. Because he has something on his body. Oh, he doesn't have it on his body here. God damn you. Okay, he has it on his body when you kill him the other time. Okay, well, then I'll just explain. So, when you kill Berengar the first time, when you face him at the lake, you have the choice to let him go or to kill him there. And when you kill him, he drops a medallion. It's called Berengar's Medallion. And Berengar's Medallion emanates some sort of aura. I don't know if it was necessarily a magical aura. I don't actually remember what it says, but a magical aura or a aura. And Geralt can't really place it. And you don't really get to do anything with the medallion. It doesn't really serve a purpose in any quest. Berengar doesn't mention it or anything. So the theory that I had about it, because I really wanted it to make sense even though it doesn't, the theory that I had was that it was some sort of dimeritium alloy medallion that sort of had the same effect as you had on Aretuza. So if you don't know this, on Aretuza, which is the home of the sorceress's school as well, gotta say this right now. Yeah, so Aretuza itself had a barrier around it so that you couldn't really cast magic there. And it extended everywhere over Gorsvelen as well. So you couldn't really... Anywhere there you could not cast any spells. Even Vilgefortz, who is basically... Well, not just basically... Who is the most powerful sorcerer that ever lived, that we know of, could not cast spells there. And I think what Berengar was trying to do, you know, when he says he has a plan... I don't know, do I still have his letter? I don't think I do. I would like to have his letter so I can actually just read it up for you. Oh, there we go. Okay, so he says... He is a powerful mage, but if my plan works, he will be a dead mage and the Witcher's secrets will be safe. So I think his plan was to use that aura to eliminate Azar's spells. So basically, if he had the medallion with him, he couldn't really cast spells as well. And this could work in both paths, right? Because at the start, Triss says, oh, Azar Javed, we might have another Vilgefortz on our hands. I don't think he's that powerful, but okay. But he's a very powerful sorceress. So Geralt would very well, if Azar was at full strength, not be able to beat him at all. But if you let Berengar live, then he shows up with the medallion. If you kill Berengar and you loot the medallion off his body, so you will always have the medallion with you, unless you forget to loot it. Which is also probably why they didn't turn it into a giant quest line, because what if you forget to loot it, right? But I think that's maybe what they were thinking of. I think that might have been his grand plan, to weaken Azar in that way and have a chance at actually beating him. And that kind of makes everything make sense then. I mean, obviously, it wasn't a very good plan, but it sort of fits all the pieces together. And that's what I think the medallion is, or should be, because it's clearly not a normal Witcher medallion. Anyway, I'm gonna reload that and actually make him alive. Actually, let me... Hold on. Please don't end yourself. Okay, so it updates on Berengar with... This time it was Berengar who followed me. He came to my aid and I fought Azar Javed. Unfortunately, he perished, but his sacrifice was not in vain. But if you can actually make him survive. He is super, super weak, so he dies literally in seconds. You saw for yourself that he did. But I can probably fix him. Oh, I should have saved before that. Be right back. Right, so Berengar lives. He's not gonna tell you much of anything. Gonna take all this stuff. Berengar?
I needed to think. I needed to think. I needed to think.
Yeah, that's all you get. That's all you get. And you get a different update, obviously. Mostly the same. I was moved by our meeting. Berengar set off to Vizima to catch Azar Javed in a hidden salamander laboratory. But that's all. That's all. It just doesn't have his death in it. But he tries, didn't he? Yeah, yes, he does. Okay, let's look at this mirror. Go on. Look at the mirror.
Javed, can you hear me? What's going on? How are the experiments progressing? I urgently need those mutated knights of the Order in Vizima, and send me more failed ones. At this stage, I can afford no delays. Respond!
Javed's dead.
Witcher Geralt.
Expect to see me, Grandmaster. Soon.
And then he just breaks it! What a waste!
Wolf, you're alive.
Yavin, I'm glad to see you survived.
Find what you wanted?
Yes, although not as I had imagined.
Wolf.
I killed the Salamandra leader.
No look of satisfaction?
Not yet. As it turns out, Salamandra is not acting alone. The Order of the Flaming Rose stands behind it.
I'm not surprised.
I must tell the king at once.
True. I have a boat at the landing. Join me when you're ready.
All right, thanks.
Gavin's so helpful, it's unreal. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure you loot before you do anything else. Because you don't get a second chance. Yavin has not done any cardio while I was away, so he's still kind of slow. But still tries. Tries so hard. Yavin, you're scaring the birds away with your face. Stop that. Oh, we were in sync for just a moment. Yavin, do you like my armor? It's very even elvish armor, did you know that? We never have good talks anymore. Depressing. Where's the rest of his unit gone, you wonder? Probably dead. Doesn't shed a tear for that, though. Just jogs straight on. Literally. Ah, this is always such a long walk. I'll make a little cut here. And annoy Yavin with my commentary on my own. Be right back. Right, now that I've made my potions and I have done my talents, Yavin, let's go.
Wolf.
Boat ready?
Yes, Vizima in revolt awaits.
Can we hug it out before we leave?
Cut the rhetoric and grab the oars.
But I like his rhetoric. It's good rhetoric. Girl doesn't appreciate the good rhetoric. Very good limerick, for that matter.
Sire, victory! Despite heavy losses, we now control the trade quarter.
Excellent. What news from De Wet?
He's dead, cut down by that godless butcher, the Witcher.
Useless De Wet. Have the town criers informed the people Ada has become a Strigger?
Yes, but the Witcher found the beast.
Geralt of Rivia. Only he stands between me and... We must fan the flames of chaos. Release more of our experiments, and let the elves wreak havoc.
Grandmaster, I must protest, as a nobleman and representative of...
Enough. Give the people more food, and tell them any God-fearing human can find shelter at the castle of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Adalbert, I thank you for your loyal service. Take him away. A new era dawns. An era of superhumans. None will stop me. I appoint you my new adjutant. Know your assignment?
Kill the Witcher.
Then go.
Kill the Witcher. Ah, clever guy.
Geralt, you've arrived at a moment that should be called nothing short of historic.
Dandelion, I'm glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
All right, let me tell you quickly before Yevon's arrested.
He won't be as long as I'm here.
The king will be forced to acknowledge me as a temporary ally.
You sure? Foltest already has an ally in Radovid of Redania.
I'm certain. Humans live brief lives like mayflies. They're not likely to surprise me, whether king or poet. No offense, Dandelion.
We can't pass through the city without the king's consent. You're still a wanted elf.
Then let us speak to your king.
Let us speak to our king indeed. You having fun here, Dandelion, without me?
Forgive me, but I must fulfill my chronicler's duty.
Oh,
I need to
must
finish
you?
something.
I understand. Good luck.
Dandelion, you're such a poet. Come with me.
We must
Aiden.
hurry.
Yes, come with me. Let's have fun.
Serving the crown.
Serving the crown.
Welcome, Witcher.
Sire.
We have several things to discuss.
Of course.
Stop deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse. You'll get the princess's hand, and if life has taught me anything, half the kingdom as soon as I'm gone. As for de Aldersberg, we need to be rid of him. The Witcher will slay him.
What?
Relax, we'll pay you as much as you want.
I'm a Witcher, not a hit. All right. 10,000.
Isn't that a bit much?
Come on, Foltest, the kingdom's worth a lot more than that.
Yes, I suppose the boy's right. But you shall take home 8,000.
It's a deal.
So, we're all agreed. Radovid, your armies must subdue the Order in Redania and in the north of my lands.
My armies will embark on a mission of fraternal assistance.
I don't want any fucking fraternal assistance. The phrase rubs me the wrong way. You are to smash the Knights of the Order and withdraw.
Relax, Foltest. My children will rule this land. I don't intend to destroy it.
Forgive me, your majesties, but I feel it's time I...
One more thing, Witcher.
Yes?
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved, possibly up to your nose.
Sire, your wish is my command.
To the average pleb in the street, the Order is fighting my armies, but make no mistake. This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
Directed all of Salamandra's actions and intentionally provoked the uprising.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested, and that means the Order is the enemy, is that clear?
As day. The Order is the enemy, not the Scoia'tael.
You're getting it, but only if those long-eared bastards stop burning my city and slaying my merchants. Did you hear that, Yevon?
And if those long-eared bastards cease, can they then, as fighters for freedom and decency, count on the king's clemency? Or even amnesty?
Only those that lay down their arms. And not all can be forgiven. The people would not understand. Yevon, you must disappear. Go away somewhere far. I shall restrain my officers from hunting you for a few days.
You'll restrain them longer, and instruct them not to look hard. In gratitude, for we'll rid you of Jacques de Aldersberg. Sire, one other matter.
Witcher?
How is Ada feeling?
Much better than she was as a Strigger, yet she won't be herself again for some time. Witcher, how can I thank you?
I'm glad Ada is alive and well. Can you ensure that the Witcher's friends will be the same, sire?
Yes, that's something I can promise. Witcher, I wish to know who was behind all this.
De Wet transformed the princess.
How so?
He was acting on behalf of the Order.
The bastard! If I could get my hands on him.
Those responsible assumed your position would be undermined if the princess wreaked havoc as a Strigger. De Wet has been punished.
I'm glad to hear it. Now go. Vizima is burning, fighting rages. You won't have an easy time of it.
People see Witchers as monster slayers. Rightly so. Few know we draw greater satisfaction from removing a curse or a spell. Swords are a final resort. As long as there was a chance I could save the princess, I had to try. It was worth it.
See, Iorveth still looks happy and normal in this picture. For the time being. Right, so yes. The Order was basically responsible
better not.
for everything. Everything? Everything. And the whole matter about the fraternal assistance thing is actually, I'm assuming, a callback to the war, where basically Nilfgaard said, hey, you know what, Henselt? We don't have to fight, you know? We don't have to fight. We're gonna take Edirn, and they did. They took Edirn, and then they were like, you can have part of Edirn as long as you don't bother us. And Henselt, swine that he is, said, I think that's an excellent idea. So he sent his army on a, to solve a matter of fraternal assistance. And he sent his armies across, I think he was at the edge of a river. I can't remember the name of the river, I'm so sorry. Basically, yeah. No, at the edge of that river, that's where they stopped. So they stopped, and that was basically theirs. Which is also why in The Witcher 2, they're like, oh, this part of Edirn is actually mine. It basically stems from that. That they've always been fighting about that part of Edirn because it's a very rich part of Edirn. And obviously, everyone else knew that this fraternal assistance was just Henselt grabbing more land because he's a swine. Obviously. And his units, although instructed not to rape and pillage and murder, still did all of that. So yeah, fraternal assistance is a terrible phrase. Never use it. Just means you hate one another. They're still going with a yes.
Then bold Foltest uttered these words. Virtuous Radovid.
What the hell is that?
I'm trying to keep a faithful and accurate record of these events.
He said, stop deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse.
Geralt, you have no sense of poetry. There's the truth of time and the truth of legend.
You'll never change.
The pen is mightier than the sword, and you'll never change either. Off to save the world again when nobody's asked you.
Actually, they did ask me. I'm trying to help my elven brothers.
I need to finish something.
I understand. Good luck.
Or do you? Do you though? Do you though? Okay, so, we're gonna kill a bunch of people, including this poor guy. I'm so sorry. I don't even hate you.
What a day.
What a day!
You were wrong to cross me.
You're the one who's wrong.
Stop barking, wolf, and draw your sword.
Do you enjoy working for a madman? Do you murder for pleasure or simply to follow orders?
I need not listen to you. You're not even human.
Alright, so I've actually never tried this for the side of the Order because I don't like the Order, but I believe that if you side with the Order and you do certain things, then you can actually talk Yavin out of trying to kill you, and you can basically let him live. Because if you do the Order path, then Teruviel dies. I know, it's very sad. And Yavin basically blames you, and I guess he's not entirely wrong, because if you had sided with them, then Teruviel would still be alive. But she's dead, and he's like, this is your fault, and then he tries to kill you, or, well, you can talk him out of it, apparently.
The Order reveals its true face.
Under their shining armor, it's all rot.
As I knew from the start, you saw as I did, Geralt.
Come on, Yavin. Let's cut off this Hydra's head.
Oh, we are such bros! But yeah, I'm assuming that you can do the same thing for Siegfried. I've just never done that, because screw the Order and all it stands for. I'm gonna take your Deathwind dagger, because it's nicer. I'll keep that. Hello, friend.
Come inside, it's safer.
I don't know
You're
about
right.
that. Don't worry, we immediately leave. Come inside, it's safer. You're right. I'm leaving. Hello, guys. Everyone's just sort of sitting, hanging out here.
Greetings.
Prospering dwarf?
War can be profitable. If not for the king's taxes, the plague take them.
How did you get here?
Don't you see? Knights, soldiers, and Scoia'tael run through the streets, cutting down who they can. I am a traitor to all of them.
I see.
And all their heads are filled with prophecies, destinies, strange signs, and other nonsense. No one to talk to.
Sorry to hear that, but I need to go. Farewell.
I don't care about your problems, dwarf. Goodbye.
Greetings. Others stricken by war have sought shelter here.
We won't stay long. We need to get to the monastery.
So you're among those who have chosen to trust the eternal fire. There's no sense in going out in the street again. You'll perish.
Is there another route?
Try the door in the cellar.
Where does it lead?
To other cellars, and an exit eventually, I assume. But I cannot guarantee it is safe.
We'll risk it.
The key should be somewhere in this house.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, hey, that voice actor sounds very familiar. Yeah, they reuse a bunch of voice actors.
The squirrels and the order. Those dry ones disturb our swamp.
Between a rock and a hard place, huh?
I had a dream, white-haired one. Your destiny will be fulfilled. I come to tell you. Mistake not the stars with their reflection in a pond's surface.
I'll remember that.
That's another Vilgefortz quote, because everybody in this game loves Vilgefortz. I want to take all your Zercanian spirit, please. I think I have doubles of this too. I don't even know why I'm collecting those, but I am.
You here?
Me here.
On an important mission for the king.
Praiseworthy. I too wish to offer Foltest my services as an advisor in these difficult times. Sadly, I could not get through burning Vizima.
I need to get to the monastery.
I have learnt much about a phenomenon of interest to you. The Wild Hunt.
Go on.
Tell me.
In folk culture, the king of the Wild Hunt embodies death. He is the one who takes away souls. He is oft considered as the tool of destiny.
Destiny?
The Wild Hunt is an omen of war and tragedy. It has oft been seen recently near Vizima. Beware.
I must go. Farewell.
Girl's like, I have enough of this nonsense. Goodbye. Because it's nonsense, obviously. They're not omens of war or anything. They're just NL elves. Sorry.
Greetings, Witcher.
Hello.
Greetings.
I'm afraid. The time for contempt has come, just as prophesied.
Actually, that's a while back, but sure.
What do you have in mind?
Know Ithlinne's prophecy?
Not exactly.
The war with Nilfgaard proved it. For Ithlinne foretold the blood of Ensaid, of elves, would drench the land. People thought the age of the sword and axe, the age of the wolf's blizzard had arrived. Know the rest?
Not sure.
Then listen. The time of white frost and white light approaches. The time of madness and disdain. Ted Dayred, the end of ages. The world will perish in frost.
Enough pessimism.
The prophecy has now begun.
Depends on us.
Farewell. May Melitele protect you.
I don't care about prophecies. I care about the lives of ordinary people.
I know you care about people. I saw Carmen happy with the captain of the guards. You know they got married?
Nice to hear.
Thanks to you, Witcher. I heard you cast a spell on Vincent. That poor girl deserved a little happiness.
Poor girl?
Carmen endured a lot. She lived in the outskirts. Her father was a priest of the eternal fire, a damnable man of religion. When Carmen got pregnant, he cast her out. She went to Vizima. You know how that ended.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so that is basically, at least as far as I consider it, it's that priest that you meet in the first chapter. His daughter was Carmen. He's a piece of shit. Confirmed! Yeah, you know, as if we needed more confirmation, but still. I think the ghoul's actually downstairs as well. Yep, you are.
Witcher! Good to see you.
I see war is to your liking, Vitala.
I no longer need to hide in the cemetery. It's safer here. I come out at night, find food in the streets. Can't complain.
The inhabitants of this home have no objection?
They fear me. The little brat comes alone, talks without end.
I must go.
Oh shit, did
Farewell.
I miss her? I feel like I didn't miss her. Did I miss her? I must have missed her. Yavin, go away. I don't think I missed her, but... Yeah, oh, no I did. Sorry. But yeah, I find it hilarious that apparently his graveyard isn't safe anymore, because why would they ever attack a graveyard?
The Fisher King netted a water nymph. The temple school? Boring. Julian left for Kovir. The temple school? Boring.
I think that's all our
Tobias mourns his daughters.
dialogue.
Julian left for Kovir. I know all.
No, you don't.
I know all.
Well, you know some. Okay, well, he got a few updates there. I guess we kind of already knew that because they told us about it, but hey. Still, there's the key we need. We're gonna... See, this is kind of a giveaway that you're gonna find a Zeugl, but we'll take it anyway. We'll take it anyway. Yeah, sure, I'll take those. And actually, I have ridiculous amounts of this dust. So I think we're just gonna... what are we gonna fight? Yeah, we're gonna fight a Zeugl, and that's it. Do the thing, please. That's how you upgrade a sword. By taking a pouch and just sort of rubbing the pouch all over it. That's it. That's all you need. Hello, friends. Trying to go places. Must I impede this? Death gold one. It's already a dead one! Yaven! Get your act together, man! Alright, let's go. I don't actually need their stuff. Come on, Yaven. Let's leave. Okay, he's gonna tell you to go through the window. Like, we already know that we need to go through the window, but let's hear him say it anyway.
Go away!
No.
There were monsters in the cellar.
I'll die anyway. They'll find me. They'll get me.
Calm down. How do we get out?
Through the window.
Thanks.
Yaven's just in the back like, I got swords! Oh, I love Yaven. Weirdo. And we're out again.
The quarter is burning. We're too late.
We'll have a chance to fight yet.
Hold, in the name of King Foltest. Master Geralt, didn't recognize you.
What's the situation, Captain?
The Knights of the Order prepare to attack.
Then we're in time.
You would think, wouldn't you? Okay. Well, we don't actually have to be here. You need to leave. I have to find Zeugls and stuff. I don't have time for greater brothers. You don't even have tentacles. Complete waste of my time. Maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, I did not get lucky. Sad. I'm helping. I am actually doing all the work, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but still. Yaven is helping! Love it. Okay, now we have to talk to the dead soldier. Well, dying soldier, I should say. Wounded, knight, whatever. Close enough. Oh no, I suddenly understand we've done everything wrong.
We couldn't break through. Heavy fighting.
Is there a safer way to the monastery?
There's another path. Through the sewers. Dangerous. I have a key. Take it.
Thank you.
You won't... a Zeugl.
You won't a Zeugl, but I will a Zeugl. I always a Zeugl. They underestimate. Also a Zeugl. On the way down, Yaven doesn't know where he is, but he'll probably teleport in. Hey, Yaven. Good of you to teleport over. You'll be fine. Don't worry, Yaven. He's having a...
With a Zeugl in the sewers? Any professional advice?
Avoid its tentacles. They're his chief weapon. His torso's his soft spot. Drink any venom antidotes you have now.
Geralt, if I die...
He won't.
You won't. Ever heard of a freedom fighter dying while wading through crap?
No, indeed. Let's put this corpse to rest.
You don't hear of him, but actually... I mean, Menno Cohorn kind of did. Close enough. Yaven currently regrets everything. Implying that a Zeugl could actually fit under there when I'm only standing here ankle deep. But sure, if you say so. That's the one thing that doesn't make any sense. Literally, we are ankle deep in water, and this thing can apparently hide under that same water. Oh, I can buy it if you will. And then we just start killing tentacles for the rest of our lives, basically. And that is this fight. And I can hear you think right now, is that really the entire fight, Jinzi? Yes. Yes, it is. And it takes a while as well, because he has to pop up like 3 times. And then you can attack him in the face. But it takes a while. Oh, you're not dead yet. But I would like you to be. Oh, that is a perfect group style. Come here. I can't pay attention to this one. But I don't want to completely ruin it.
Death to all
attacks, and then he stops again. And straight back to this. On the right side, he drops a lot of stuff. Like good stuff, like gold, that is. Or orange, I suppose, because you can actually take the orange with you to The Witcher 2. I've said that a million times already, but you can take a bunch of your orange with you to The Witcher 2. I don't know why I care too much, because you also don't really need that many orange in The Witcher 2, but okay. Oh, I actually did it right this time. With all the damage. Now you can make a Zeugl thing. And these guys, look at this. Oh, look at this. We'll just regularly loot it. Even more coin. Oh, the coin. We're going the right way still. I want to say that we are. Are we though? Well, the other side has the fence, so I should think so. It's a diamond dust that done it. Clearly. And they're like, oh, just in case you didn't have enough stuff to actually make the thing, here is all the ingredients ever. Wait, did I already read it? Oh no, did I read it? I did, right? I don't think I did actually. No, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I totally did. Alright, Zeugl, Vigor. And I don't even care what I use for this right now. Did I level up also? Nope, I did not. We'll make it sunny, sort of, so we can see where we're dying. Yevon's just sitting there waiting for me to get up. Oh, Yevon. Oh no, Yevon's just left as well. He's like, sod this, I'm out. Well, I am gonna drink some Zeugl stuff. Oh, that grants me talents as well. Well, I guess I better use it then. You gotta wait another hour, Yevon. Don't be sad. I don't even know what I'm gonna use this on. There's really no point. Sure. All of this. We love strength. That was super worth it. Probably. I don't think I'm even gonna use those talents at all, so why I bother, I don't know. Does that make me a better Witcher already? Yeah, I'm a seasoned Witcher now. We're almost there. Kind of. Close enough. Yevon, are you still there? Yes, I'm complaining about the humans outside praying. I hate praying humans. They're the worst.
Eternal
From
fire.
air, who speaks true? Fire, from war. Fire, war.
They pray instead of fighting fires. Dwan.
Have sympathy. They've lost their homes and loved ones. Prayer helps them accept their fate.
Many elves mourn today, too.
I always like how he's like, Dwan. Like this is just a Dwan thing. I think you can actually turn in some stuff with the nurses here.
How much more blood
to
must
get
be
things,
spilled?
but not that we want to, but...
The medicine's finished. Oh, for a vial of healing brew.
No, goodbye.
I can't help you.
Because I want those for myself.
Can you find Nazen salts and winestone for my poultices?
I sold those not too long
I
ago.
can't help you.
Bye. But yeah, you just get stuff for it.
Let us pray.
I will not. You get stuff for it that you don't really need. There's no special rewards for it, so don't worry too much about it. Hello, friends. I'm here to murder you again. Oh, I should actually put diamond dust on this as well. Actually, both my diamond dusts are gone at the minute. Here, use some of that. Some of that wonderful powder. Stab it in the face. Properly, Geralt. I'm sorry I missed it. I didn't mean to. Stab it. Oh my god, we made it! We made it! In one piece, mostly. Except for Yevon. It was kind of botched up. But he'll be okay, don't worry. Give us a hug, Yevon. Go on, give us a hug.
Bloody arse! He got me!
You're bleeding heavily. Not good.
Go on. The Squirtel will care for me. Kill that bastard to Eldersburg. Go!
I'll come back for you.
I'll come back for you. I love you, Yavin. Okay, they don't start talking immediately. The difference with the neutral path here is that if Triss is with you, because Triss comes with you to do this otherwise, Geralt actually has to trick her to leave, and he goes, oh damn, I don't have any potion materials or potions left anymore. Can you go get me some? And Triss is like, don't move! I'll get you some potions! But then Geralt goes in anyway. Because she worries too much. It's funny. I think it's funny. Hello.
Halt! No passage. Grandmaster's orders.
I'm here on a matter of national importance.
Shove off. The Grandmaster seeks solitude.
Sorry, you give me no choice.
There's always a choice.
Tender a day!
I'm here on a
I just did that, guys. Stop. The bugs make this game like a million times more enjoyable and more aggravating at the same time. I also don't know how that works. Give me your key. Go on. Thank you, and also always get the hooch. I mean, what if Zoltan comes by? You always need to get some hooch. A baby! Throw it out! Seriously, that's how he's looking right now. Also, it's made of plastic.
Behold my people. They feast at my table, find warmth at my fire, and glow with happiness to be separated from the turmoil of war.
You're deluded if you think the sight of women and children will make me leave you alone.
I do not intend to deceive you. The white frost approaches, a cataclysm that will bury the world beneath snow and ice. Each night, I dream of icy wastelands and the death of the old civilizations.
I've heard Ithlina's prophecy.
The cataclysm is unavoidable. Kings prefer to wage local wars to expand their influence, while elves have become terrorists fighting for a lost cause. The world needs a savior, a man of the moment, someone to kindle the flame in people's hearts.
Ha! You, savior of the world?
Come, I will show you something.
Geralt doesn't believe
Humans are weak, frail, and inclined toward evil. I shall create a new man, perfect, tempered in the eternal fire.
Finished? Because if you are...
You doubt me? I do not blame you. I had my doubts too. Yet now, my vision is strong.
Look at his strong vision. It's all over the place. Ah, your vision is in my face. Please stop. This is not okay. I do not consent to this. I'll just vision me whenever you please, my dude. Ah, ran into you.
Behold, the scales will fall from your eyes, and you will understand.
Juggler's tricks. I expected more.
You think this an illusion? Oh no, Geralt, it's nothing of the sort.
Where are we?
See for yourself. Follow me.
It's Vizima, kind of. So I like how they didn't animate my Moonblade. Or just any of my swords at all and just gave me generic Witcher swords. Raven's armor though, right there.
Now that you have seen the ice-encased towers of Vizima, do you understand?
You're rambling to Aldersburg. What do you want?
This is the future. The White Frost has destroyed human civilization. This is the end of time. Do we lose heart, surrender? Never. We can yet avoid our fate.
Save your rhetoric for the plebs.
Understand, the Order and Salamandra acted only to save humanity.
Every criminal claims a higher cause.
You lack humility. Time for a lesson in some.
Whoosh! And he's just gonna stand there doing this until I get there. Yes, yes, that's actually how he acts and behaves normally. But yeah, he teleported us to the future, literally. This is the future. Geralt, can I have my normal swords back? Thank you. Not tonight. Are you dead yet? How about now? Thank you. Oh. How about now? Please, I must elope. Please say that. So this is actually genuinely the future. It's not an illusion, as he said. It's not. 'Tis real. Shani isn't though. That's an illusion.
Are you all right?
You? Here? How?
That is the nature of this place.
This place or this time?
More a vision born in the mind of the Grandmaster. Flashes of the future colored by his fears and beliefs. You may encounter strange things, the consequences of your decisions. There's nothing behind us but a blizzard, and nothing beyond it but death.
As long as I get the Grandmaster at the end.
I'll follow in case you need help.
No, Johnny, you're such a sweetheart. Are these already updated in my journal? I don't actually know if they are. They die fast regardless, but I think these are actually easier to kill with regular swords because they're actually not a spoiler. They're about to tell you what these are, so or at least someone's about to tell me that, right? Right? Someone's about to tell me that. Shani, tell me what they are.
It's not far now.
Come on, somebody tell me what they are. Fine, we'll just read it here. They're basically humans, or well, they used to be, I guess. Hold on. Another one. Maybe if I kill this one, they'll just tell you. I'd rather have them tell you than I have to tell you, because I don't tell it right. Skullhead, come back. Must murder. Must murder harder. Must murder the hardest. Shani's only here for healing, by the way. She does not do fighting. If Triss is your lover, then she does do fighting. She does pretty good fighting, actually. Gives you some good buffs, too. I love it.
You haven't changed a bit, Witcher. Again, you emerge from nowhere to kill humans.
What humans? As always, you're perplexing.
Behold the remains of humanity. Ape men, wretched creatures worthy of disdain. Some my own great-grandchildren.
They're human?
The White Frost has stripped humanity of its luxurious robes. All that's left are beasts that think only of eating and procreating. They are human no longer. Their base instincts drive them like the lynch mob from which you saved me. I'm grateful. Take my gift.
Thanks, Abigail. So yeah, there we go. That's what they are. And I'm gonna go and see if they're actually steel or regular, or are they just not updated at all? I guess they're not. I guess I will never know. Oh well, I guess they die fast enough with this. No, make them all disappear. How rude. No, Shanna, your tiny dagger does not help. In fact, it only doesn't help because I want the group style. Thank you. Hello again, Jacques. My friend, my dude. Can I stab you in the face with this? No? Hey, I found a friend.
I see you have met our degenerate great-grandchildren. Do you understand now why you cannot oppose my plan?
You have yet to say how all this ice justifies your crimes.
Only a grand plan pursued without hesitation could save humanity from what I saw in my visions.
Trust your daydreams that much?
Many of the gifted foresaw the white frost. Global cooling is this world's destiny.
Why fight it then?
You always believed man makes his own destiny. I seek to change all humanity's fate.
You robbed humanity of its right to decide. You understand nothing.
Geralt, I hear the wails of those who perished, hear their cries, and you will know my pain.
Do you remember that quote? Oh, you probably don't remember that quote. It's quite a bit then. But that was a quote! You don't know it yet, but it is. Don't worry, it'll be pretty on the nose by the end of this. I guess probably already is a bit on the nose, but still.
You cannot stop this, Witcher. Death follows you.
Yeah, that's only because you keep sending wraiths my way. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be following nobody. So whose fault is that? E? Hi, Deruviel.
You killed them, though they were not guilty. They did not wish to die of the cold, nor to live on as spectres. No one gave them a choice.
Was I supposed to let myself get killed? That's not my style, Teruviel.
None of us choose the path we must follow.
Uh-huh, but, I mean, we all do choice things.
We all make choices throughout our lives.
What would you say about me? I wanted peace. Yet war proved my fate.
Why are elves such fatalists? You could have escaped, yet chose to fight.
And I shall choose to fight again, accompanying you now, if only for a moment.
That's so deep. I mean, I don't really need any help, but it is so deep. Okay, I think they might still be steel. I'm gonna go with steel. Okay, wasn't I already going with steel? Ah, doesn't matter. All the steel. Die, please. Please. And then punch you in the face repeatedly. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I almost ignored you. Fire, fire. Bird. Stab faster, Teruviel. I know you can do better than this. I don't know, maybe they would consider monsters. Let's try monsters again. Doesn't seem to be that much of a difference. I'm gonna stick with silver. Yeah, no, okay, silver seems to be better. See, it's weird because they are technically humans. That's why it's weird. Have I said that? It's weird because they're technically humans. Hello again, friend. Still quite a lot of these left, considering, but sure. Also, considering the White Frost, yes, I know in The Witcher 3 they're like, oh my god, it's an entity and it's magical and destructive. And here they're not. I wish they'd stuck with that. I wish they'd stuck with this. It's just a natural phenomenon sort of thing, but you know, who am I to judge? Right. Teruviel, you're kind of in the way. Thank you. Hello again! You know, we just keep running into each other. It's insane.
Do you finally understand, obstinate Witcher? Humanity will perish. The few who remain will become animals. My plan would avoid this.
What plan, damn it?
The human nations can only survive the cold through a mass exodus south.
With you leading them?
I'm prepared to do so. I see the future. I command respect. I would rule well. Of course, I had to get rid of any standing in the way, especially non-humans.
Why so obsessed about other races?
I was prepared to sacrifice anything, to save humanity at all costs. Do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I do. You sound pathetic, de Aldersberg, as if you believed your own lies.
Non-humans, their extinction is not a goal, but a means. Since you detest humans so, I'll leave you with my no longer human serfs. You have much in common. You should get along.
This guy is so angry, it's unbelievable. About everything. No. I must move on, as it says. Stop attacking Shani. What's she ever done to you? Slap it. We're almost at the end. Because yes, this is obviously the final zone. But yeah, he's kind of a racist bastard. There's no other way to say this. Jacques, you're kind of a racist bastard. Yeah, I can't even say it because you're so racist. Are we there yet? Well, we almost are. I think Yavin also shows up at one point. It's actually kind of funny. If you play the neutral path... Oh, hold on, because I think that's here. Yeah, there we go. We have to fight him. He hates us.
The Order could have saved humanity.
A coup d'etat. Murder. Experiments on children. Too high a price.
Why am I talking to you? You claim to protect humans, yet you've thrown them to the beast. Why? Because you're not human yourself. I should have seen your true face and killed you when I had the chance.
Try me now.
Draw your sword, freak!
You never had the chance. You sucked from the start. Okay, if you pick the neutral path, you fight not just Siegfried, but also Yavin here. You fight them both. Because everybody hates you in that playthrough. Except for the mages, but who cares about the mages? They never come to help you except for Triss. Ah, Siegfried. You're such a loser. Look, you're almost falling off. I'm taking your dried fruit, which looks like a bagel, because I like bagels. Okay, we're leaving now. Hello again! There's too many of you! No, seriously, there are. I'm trying to get to your boss. Is that too much to ask? Hello, Alvin!
Look, Alvin.
An illusion, Shani.
It's an illusion. Or is it? Dun, dun. I cannot be distracted. I must go on. Again, still.
How stubborn you are. I could use you to shepherd my sheep during the first years of winter.
I doubt you mean it. You stole our secrets from Kaer Morhen, used them for the worst ends.
I needed witches, but knew the secrets of mutation had been lost. You witches had it all, but lacked courage and vision. I merely did what you desired in your hearts.
You took them as if they were your own. You're a thief, a hypocrite.
Are you incapable of seeing the golden path of my dreams? My knights will explain it to you in a way you will understand.
The fact you still don't realize that your knights don't really do much to me, it's beyond me. But yeah, I mean, no, witchers don't really want to make more witchers. Like, I'm kind of against it a lot. Don't expect you to understand that, Jacques. Now Shani's gonna abandon me at the end. It's very sad.
Look, Geralt. Humans, monsters. Easy to mistake one for the other.
True, Your Highness.
I should know, wouldn't you say? The Grand Master is clearly a madman. Even I wouldn't dare pursue a plan like his. We must stop him.
Milady, your wish is my command.
You have class, a rare quality. I wish to fight alongside you. Call it a whim.
For like 2 seconds. Thanks, Edda! Not that it matters, because I'll be losing you in a second again, but hey, thanks! I bet that won't crumble. Animation, lol. Guys, it crumbled. Very dangerous. That means it can't go back. On your knees, knave! Even though I'm see this illusion. You sound funny when I punch you. No, seriously, you do. Stop beating my Shani! What's wrong with you? Yeah, Shani, you show him with your tiny dagger. Sort of. Oh no, he stunned me. But why?
Go on alone.
Why?
None can enter the heart of the vision besides you. The Grandmaster won't allow it.
Very well. Thank you.
Be safe.
Thanks. Kind of sounds like be good. Oh, I get to use more talents on things that I don't really need. Sure, let's just max it all out. Not this one, because we can't use that. Sadness. Sadness everywhere. I don't really care what else we're doing. What do we want that one? No thank you. Why am I even looking at this? It literally does not matter what I click. Yeah, okay, we're done. Do I want any potions for this? I don't think so. There is actually a potion that should improve my resistance to not bleeding, but well, pain, basically. That's endurance. No. No. It's actually a potion I should have also used before I used... There, this one. I should have used before Azar Javed, because it's useful. I don't think I can even use this many, because I don't have the toxicity level for it, but... Let's see. Well, then maybe you should have taken that talent, Jinzi, instead of putting it in something weird. Yeah, maybe I should have, but... Whatever. Okay, so... Where are you? No. Wait, is that the one I took? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Where is this nonsense thing? Oh god, I've lost straight up sight of it. I only made one, right? I made several, because I'm smart. I'll take this one too. Okay, I don't want to take another one, because otherwise it'll become... Oh, hold on. Otherwise it'll become weird. Like, it already becomes a bit weird. See, you see like the red specks around the screen. That's because I'm taking all the potions.
Now, do you see the need to act, whatever the price? Geralt, open your eyes, open your mind.
They treat people like you at St. Lebioda's hospital.
By pursuing me, you proved me right. You faced the dangers that humanity faces, and survived.
Jacques de Aldersberg, your dream is over.
Patience. You may yet change your mind. Imagine thousands traversing an icy wasteland. Could you defend them? You and a handful of witches ridden with doubt, like Berengar? Impossible. Only the greater brothers can do that. But they need to be taught and led. They need you.
No, or not.
I also have an offer. Surrender. Withdraw your mutants. Humble yourself before the king. You'll save many lives.
How confident you seem. A painful lesson awaits.
Look at him swoosh. Oh, Geralt. You're only good at this when I'm controlling you for some reason. Don't worry, you got a moonblade. Don't be scared. You got this. You so got this. Only we won't be finding the Grandmaster for the moment. First, tiny mutants that I've already been killing a million times over. Okay, we ignore the flame sprites. Because they are so pointless. Also, I just realized I can actually put new diamond dust on my weapon. Oh, did I? Oh, I guess it just takes longer than I thought. Good for me! Now please die. Well, not quite die, but, you know, close enough! You're on fire now, did you know that? I mean, you're not getting up, so... Did I bug it again? Did I do the thing where I had bugs? I think I might have done the thing where I had bugs. What about if I kill you? Will that unbug it? The answer is always no. Do you want to get up when I move back? No? Not a thing? Okay, be right back. Right, hello again. This is several hours later because I actually didn't get a save point right before this fight. Kids, if you're replaying this ever again, right before the Grandmaster fight, always make a save, because this fight does not bug out just in the way you just saw, but just a lot of different ways. It bugs out all the time, so always make a save, because it threw me back straight to the start of the Frostlands, and I also was going to stream straight after, so I did not have time for it. So now it's about 4 hours later, and we are back to where we were. Let's continue. Let's do it slowly this time. Kinda slowly. No, don't fall over. Come here. Come here. No, I don't care about you little fire dude. I just care about you not dying. Do not fall over. Alright, there we go. That's better. You suck.
We meet again, Wolf. Have you fulfilled your destiny?
Salamandra is dying, soon to be a memory.
Salamandra means nothing. It was but a particle of chaos, the tool of the madman you just slew. Your past, your destiny, the reasons for your resurrection, all remain unknown.
Words.
Let me remind you, there is death, but there is also choice. I shall not look back. I shall find Salamandra and fulfill my destiny. You were wrong. I come for the soul of someone whose path often crossed yours as it was written. You may fight me, but the end will always be the same. Death.
The question is, whose?
I cannot be killed. You can delay your end, but it will come. Let us tend to the one already dead. Reflect on your deeds, Witcher. I stood near you when you arrived at Kaer Morhen, an omen of its downfall. I observed as you judged the villagers of the outskirts, leaving only blood and fire behind you. You brought death upon Raymond, endangered Shani, mindful only of your goals. Chaos followed in your wake. You slaughtered dozens with your witch's sword. You threw gold to the Scoia'tael, fueling new massacres. You left Vizima in chaos, only to bring destruction upon murky waters. Every one of your decisions brought further devastation. Each choice you made led to greater evil. How did you feel when your elven friends set fire to Vizima and slaughtered Dwan?
Stop.
Do not deny it, Witcher. You are my greatest champion, a perfect means of destruction. Wherever you walk, death and chaos follow. Now, as it was years ago, accept it. Do not fight it. Give up to me yet another man you destroyed.
Jacques de Aldersberg is mine.
You dare to oppose me? I sense your weakness as your life seeps from your wounds. With every drop, death draws nearer. You stand no chance against me. Yield to me.
Okay, so a few things. Obviously he's wrong. He's just trying to manipulate Geralt, because if Geralt hadn't showed up, the beast would still be there and there would still be more death. If Geralt hadn't shown up, Jacques would still have set the order against Scoia'tael and Scoia'tael against everyone else. He would still have tried to take over Temeria. The elves would still be doing their little elfy things. Like, that's not just me. They would have just done it a different way. So, nah. And in fact, I prevented slaughter in the murky waters, so come at me, I suppose. Yeah. So here's the thing. you can say take him, I don't care what fate he meets, and it's really boring. It's just like, oh, okay, poof, I take him now, goodbye. That's literally it. It's not very interesting. So we're gonna fight him instead.
Never. This is between him and me.
You aim to kill him anyway.
True, but for my reasons, and they are nothing to you. Clear off while you can. Go before it's too late.
You want to fight me? So be it. Your flight from death ends here. Draw your sword.
I was afraid you'd suggest chess.
You might still. I must now face the King of the Hunt, who is remarkably weak for a King of the Hunt. And also doesn't really look much like Eredin, but hey, he tries, I guess. Okay, he's dead, oh. Not good for me. Okay, poof then. Time to die. This one's much cooler.
That sword is for monsters.
Come on, would you have wanted to miss out on that cutscene? That's a good cutscene. Yeah, this is always just weird, but I'll explain later. It's just weird that he holds it like that all of a sudden. Back home we go to do some explaining. It's a bit darker, isn't it? Whoosh.
You're awake, Geralt. I was getting worried.
Dandelion? Where's the Grandmaster?
A few steps away. He's dead. For a minute there, I thought you were gone too.
Hardly a pleasant nap. Was I out long?
Long enough. The Order's been smashed into bits and Foltest has regained power.
And Yavin?
He was here a second ago, keeping an eye on you till I arrived. Then he had to go.
Foltest will let him disappear.
No doubt. After all, the non-humans tipped the scales in Foltest's favor. What about you? Did you succeed?
Yes. I'll take the final element from Jacques and close this chapter.
Okay. We shall take this final element, and then we shall talk. Remains of Jacques the Eldesberg, Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Yes, secrets stolen from Kaer Morhen. A sealed jewelry box containing the last of the Stone and Witcher secret. Very important. Something ends, something begins. I feel like they always have to come back to this. And a Dimeritium amulet. A small amulet made of blue metal. Yeah, okay, so as if this wasn't on the nose enough already, Jacques is Elven. He is the little boy, Elven. So, bit of explaining. Alvin is very likely of the Elder Blood, much like Ciri. And he could not control his teleporting, and it's also the reason why Dimeritium didn't really do much, because it wasn't necessarily magic, it was Elder Blood powers, and as we know from Ciri, even though she lost her magic, she didn't lose her powers, she could still teleport, so it's not the same thing as magic. So, Alvin, teleporting all over the place, and again, just like Ciri, could teleport through time. So he teleported back to a sufficient amount back to grow up, take control of the Order, and become Grand Master. And he already told us, of course, when he was a child, that he had dreams about the future and he could hear people's thoughts and it was all terrible. And it's likely that he had visions of one possible future, because the frozen wasteland, that is 100% a possible future, as we already saw in Witcher 3 as well, which I won't spoil, of course, but in Witcher 3 they kind of confirmed that it is definitely a possible future. In fact, a very likely future. However, it's never really confirmed what happens to humans at that point. This is just one of the doom scenarios that could come to pass. And he started preparing for that to save people, yes, but I guess we already kind of knew that he was a bit of a racist ponce. He wanted to do it without any of the non-humans. Dwarves, gnomes, elves, anyone. They all just had to die, and it was all about the humans. Oh, just the humans. And you probably already noticed that some of the quotes he turn towards us, where just things that Geralt told him, you know, when he asked them in the fields, he's like, hey Geralt, what about the birds and the bees? And you gave him an answer, and now he's quoting that back to us. And that's what I meant with remember this. And yeah, and now he's deadish. This is not the last we hear of him, technically. In The Witcher 3 we hear something of him too, though not much, but it does basically confirm that Alvin is the Grandmaster. And yeah, he was holding the Daimler Team amulet, kind of weird. He was like, oh, I better hold it in my hand before I die. Oh, it was kind of sad. And the reason the Wild Hunt wanted him, the reason Eredin wanted him, because, of course, because of the Elder Blood. And it's very likely, because you can give him to the Hunt, that Alvin was not the right type of Elder Blood. He wasn't powerful enough, I suppose, to do what they had in mind for him, which was open the Great Gate so they could continue traveling. So Alvin was basically like a sub-version of Ciri. He wasn't quite as strong, but he did have some Elder Blood. And I think that's also why he didn't necessarily show up on Avalach's charts anywhere, perhaps. Because his Elder Blood gene was so deteriorated, so degenerated, that it just didn't really matter. He could time travel, but he couldn't quite do what Ciri does. As you can see, he couldn't do the flashing, teleporting, and I feel like if he could actually time travel at will as much as Ciri could, it would have been much easier for him to manipulate this the way he would have wanted to, because he could have just gone back to basically kill Geralt in his infancy if that was literally something he would have wanted to do. Obviously, Ciri would never want to do that. But he could have done that, so I think he has less control over his time powers as well in that sense. Oh yeah, and that ended up in some sort of madness, perhaps. He did obviously believe in what he said, but it's incredibly misguided. Anyway, yeah, let's mosey along, shall we, to the end of the game. In the darkness, literally.
So, did you recover everything?
Know what I found on the Grandmaster? A Dimeridium pendant.
The one you gave Alvin?
I don't know. It looks the same, but older. He must have worn it under his armor for years.
A true keepsake, perhaps.
Maybe it was his way of repelling hostile magic. Or it was there to control inborn abilities, unrelenting visions.
That's something we'll never know.
It doesn't matter. Jacques de Aldersberg, if that was his name, is dead. End of story.
What's next, Geralt?
What do you mean?
Come now. You've recovered what was stolen, punished those who hurt you, you played politics and dismantled conspiracies. You've loved, you've killed. You've come a long way, Geralt. What do you intend to do now?
First, I will get a different voice actor for Dandelion. Well, I would like some peace and quiet, please.
I'm tired, Dandelion. I want peace and quiet.
As I thought. I've known you for years and never seen such fatigue in your eyes. People expected too much of you. Yet as always, you rose to the challenge, no matter how unreasonable it seemed. Don't get me wrong. I'm overjoyed to be able to talk to you again. But perhaps you should have stayed there, on the Isle of Avalach.
Seems I'll never find rest.
What can I say? Godspeed on your path, Witcher. The bloody fighting in Vizima revealed Jacques de Aldersberg's madness. People ceased trusting Knights of the Order, began treating them like enemies. Foltest took advantage and limited the Order's power. He forgave the non-humans their mutiny, as they assisted him in quelling the Order's rebellion. Yet the King's mercy was short-lived, and it could not quell disdain and hatred. Scoia'tael units soon reappeared along Forest Road. Yevon's fame as the one who had defeated the Order drew more elven youth to his cause. The sorceresses failed to gain influence over Foltest. The wartime chaos brought only misery. In time, all returned to normal. Both the righteous and the villainous survived. Few knew what had really happened in those days in Vizima. They were those who destiny had brought together with Geralt of Rivia. Yet they chose to remain silent. What then happened to the Witcher? That is a different tale entirely.
The voiceover is not really up there. You can really see the improvements in voice acting as the games go on. Quite interesting to hear. yeah, it literally doesn't matter what you do, everything returns to normal anyway.
Temeria and Redania are allies, thanks in no small part to you. For your toil, a worthy pouch of gold.
Your Highness. Master. Farewell, sire. Is the Witcher. Right, so a few things. First, I always found it hilarious that even Geralt knows he runs faster with his sword out. And two, the coin throwing and then the Witcher, the Viper Witcher slashing it. That is the image you see on the Gwent card for the Viper Witcher as well in the Nilfgaard deck. I thought it was such a cool artwork already. And, you know, when I recognized it, I was like, oh, they did that. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, that's the end of the game. It ends on an attempted assassination on full test of Temeria. And that is what The Witcher 2 opens with as well. After this episode, I'm going to record Homecoming for Life is Strange real quick first. So I'm assuming I could do that in one episode, I'm not sure. And then we're going to continue on with The Witcher 2 Lorethrough as well. If you have any questions about The Witcher 1 still, maybe things that I said I would explain but completely just whoosh, forgot about, let me know and I'll put it in a bird words that I'll do soonish so I can explain more things in case you wanted to hear more about it. I know that a lot of people look at this game and think, oh, I hate the combat, oh, it's so slow, oh, there's so much running, oh, there's yada yada yada, lore inconsistencies, etc. I don't care about any of that. Yes, there's lore inconsistencies, but you know what? It's a fun game. It's a good game. And I think the lore inconsistencies, as many as there were, I don't think they hurt the game. I can mostly ignore them or explain them away in lore otherwise. The combat, yeah, it's kind of meh, but as soon as you get strong enough to not care about things anymore, it's not really a bother. And yeah, obviously Zoltan's mohawk was weird. Gets better in The Witcher 2, don't worry. Anyway, yeah. Also the music, top notch. Environments, top notch. I still love this game. I will always love this game. Oh, speaking of price of neutrality and side effects, actually, before we do that, do you guys, that's a question I was going to ask before already, but Do you guys want to see me play the side missions, sort of? They're not necessarily part of the main game, but there's one that's about Eskel's surprise child, for example. Do you guys want to see that, or you're like, move on to Witcher 2? Let me know in the comments. But regardless, I'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever Let's Play I'm playing. And thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Until next time. Va faire.